Hello everybody, this is Linda Ward, your instructor, and the third project you're going to be working on is creating a web page mock-up of your own. Over the last hour or so I created this one just as an example, and what I did was there's a banner up here, and then I created little navigation bar here, and actually this is a green square with the type on top of it. And I also resized them, and I'll show you how to do that. Then I did a sidebar over here. Now these would be links having to do with various artists. These are the kinds of things that people can do with art, and I put a little quote here by Walt Disney. And then I did Meet the Artists, and I obviously we've probably clicked on Tim Edison. So it says Tim Edison is a well-known artist from Pembine, Wisconsin. And then you'll see I have Lorem Ipsum type here. I'll show you how to do that. We use this a whole lot when we're developing mock-ups or templates. Then in this area, I put a picture and a painting. This is a sidebar. This is a content area here. Now in web design, we would probably create all of this and then have these being editable, this area. And and then I also have a line here, and then I have a footer. I can put text under here too. I forgot to put some type under here. But this is what it is. At the bottom, I have a banner. What I did was I did there's a green box up here. Or a rectangle. I did a green rectangle up there. And then I brought a picture in, and it was one that I did. We did these spiral pictures in the Photoshop class, and what I did was the picture has to be above the layer that you want to clip the picture to, and you would hold the Option on the Mac or the Alt on the PC and click. Oops, sorry about that. And click right between the two layers. There's the picture. And then you clip it to the banner, and the picture only shows up here. Then I did the sidebar, and then I did these buttons, and then I did a bunch of type. I also brought a picture in of this carousel horse. This one's actually the carousel horse that we've done for a Photoshop class, but I changed it to a painting. I used Topaz Impressions to do that. Okay, so let's see what we'll do in this assignment. I'm going to want you to do File, New, and I want you to do Web up here, and then I want you to do Web 1280 800. And the resolution's no problem. Background, just leave it as white and go OK. So this is the same size as what I had. I'll go Command, well, I'll leave it small there. Now, the first thing I'd like you to work with is those rectangles. I want you to use the Shape tool. This is a new tool that's introduced to you, but here, the Shape tool is actually under it's down here about 2/3 of the way underneath the black arrow. Beneath it, there's a Shape tool. And in the mode, don't do shape or path, do pixels. And leave that normal in 100. Now this is our artboard. And so we'll click on layer 1. It's empty right now because you can see the little checkerboard. Now there is a white background, but let's say I wanted to do that green banner. I will choose on my color. I'll go get, and I think it was this lighter one. And go OK. And all I have to do is just do an artboard. There it is. Okay, so that's what I did the first one. The second one was I went File, Open, and on my desktop I have this spiral that we were working on in another class. Here it is, Twirl project. Okay, this one is right next to this. What I'm going to do is go Window, Arrange, Tile Vertically. Now, get the move tool. Here's my spiral, and I know it's going to be a little too small, but that's okay. Click and hold and drag and let up on your mouse. Now I'm done with my twirl, so I can close that. Now I'll click on the document we're working on and go Window, Arrange, Consolidate. And here we go. Now you can see, oh, another thing I'm going to teach you is how to transform. You can see my picture is too narrow for this banner. So what I'm going to do is, you'll go on the PC, Control T, on a Mac it's Command T, and you get these boxes here, this box with these corners. I will click on a corner holding the Shift key and drag until it's, okay, let me come back out here with this. Let's go back out. Okay, that's a little big. But let's get him over there. We'll get him around there. Now I'll hold the Shift key and drag him back down. So if that happens to you, don't worry, don't worry. Okay, I want to be sure I have it out a little farther. Okay, now let me go to up here. Wait a minute. Okay, now what I'm going to do is hold the Option key on the Mac or the Alt key on the PC and clip that. Wait a minute, clip it. Oh wait, you got to hit Return after you transform. Now hold the Option key and Alt key and clip it. There it is. So let me go out with it. There it is. Okay, now the next thing I'm going to do is the buttons. So you've got to create new layer. So create a new layer, and I do not want that one clipped. So let me hold the Option key and, oops, I do want that one, but I want this one up above. And I'll hold the Option so it's not clipped. There we go. Okay, now the buttons. I will use the shape layer again. Okay, rectangle. Be sure it's pixels. And I will get a darker green. Let's see, I used a darker green here. Yeah, I'll use this one. This will work. Now, I will actually create a button, maybe right there, and it's green. Now, what I'm going to do is with this layer, I'm going to go Command or Control J. So I got one button, so there's 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, you don't see them yet, but let's name this one Button 1, B-U-T-T-O-N, 1. We'll name this one Button 2, B-U-T-T-O-N, 2. We'll name this one Button 3, 3. We'll name this one B-U-T-T-O-N 4, and I'm hitting the Return key. And then this one, B-U-T-T-O, B-U-T-T-O-N 5. Now, what I'm going to do is, you don't see it right now, but I'm going to get this one. I'm going to do the arrow keys over. The right arrow key on my keyboard. And I'm going to bring it out until I can see it, that it's separate from the other one. Now this is going to be a cool trick. You'll see in just a minute. I'll bring it out till it's beyond the other button so I can grab it. There it is. Okay, I will hold the Shift key and drag this one clear over to the edge. Now, here's the secret on this. I'm going to actually hold the Shift key and click button 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, if you go up to the top under the word Adobe Photoshop, there's a little button here that will evenly distribute those buttons. There they are. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Now, we could get them closer together. Leave the one in the center by itself. Hold the shift key. Oops, sorry about that. Gotta unclick it. Okay. Maybe now, with the move tool, if you do auto select layer, you can grab a button and move it. So I'm going to move this one in pretty close. I'm going to move this one in pretty close. I'll move this one in, and there's smart guides that'll get them there for you. And I'll move this one in pretty close. Okay, let's get this one a little farther in. Well, not that far. Now I may have to click one, hold the shift key, 2, 3, 4, 5. I may have to line them all up at the top again. And I may have to evenly distribute them again. There we go. Now, there's the buttons. There's one more thing we will do with this. With all these button layers selected, I could have shift-clicked it here or clicked on each one with the shift key. They're evenly spaced and they're all lined up at the top. With all of those selected, you can go Command T once again. And now just drag on one edge clear to the edge. Come over here, drag on that edge, clear the edge, and it's actually resizing the buttons to fit that width, and I'll hit return. Now, again, I will evenly distribute it. Shift click 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's be sure they're even. Oops, let me get them again. Okay, 1. Oh, we'll do it over here. I'll do button 1 through 5. Now let's evenly distribute them once more. There they are. That's how I did the buttons. That's how I did the buttons. Then you would actually type on top of the buttons, and you'd evenly distribute the type just like I did the buttons. And I think I typed with white. Let's take a look. I typed with the white. I did white. So that's how I did the buttons. Now let me show you how I do a line. Well, first let's do another area. I'm going to go down to this layer, maybe the button, and I'm going to get this tool again. Now let me show you how I get some colors. I want a pink sidebar, so I will click this, and I can go here and check out what kind of pink I might like. That's kind of pretty, and I will go OK. Now, I will, oh wait, from here, let's do this. You got to have a new layer. Okay, on this layer, and it's underneath the buttons and everything, I will draw a sidebar. And I'll try to make it the same width as, there's a sidebar. Let's see here. Maybe I'll get it to match. There we go. Now, see, I have a little white edge there, so I'll do Command T again and just drag it over and hit Enter. There we go. So there's my sidebar. And then the next thing I need is a footer. So I guess I can go above the sidebar. No, I'll go below the sidebar because I want the footer to no, I'll go above the sidebar, sorry. Because I want the footer to hide the bottom edge here. And now I'll get the shape tool again, and let's see what color we had that. Oh, it was green. Okay, it was the darker green. Okay, so I will choose the darker green, and I will make the footer. There we go. There's the footer. Now, how do I do the line? I'm going to go Command 0 to get the full thing. Here's how I did the line. I took a pencil, and the thing is, you need about a 1, but your cursor's not going to show very well. It's just a little dot. But if you click, let's see how, okay, it's going to be beneath the button. If you click and hold the shift key and click and drag down. You can do it that way. Now the thing is, it's showing down here. Whoops, let me get the pencil. It's actually showing down here, so what I will do is bring, oh goodness, do you know what I did? I put it on there. Okay, let me go edit, undo. Okay, I need to do another layer probably above this layer. Okay, now you'll do the line. So I want a little gray, maybe a soft light gray, real light gray line. I think that's what I had. Let's see. Yeah, it's just a light gray line. Okay, now I will go here, hold the shift key and drag down. There's our line. Now the rest of it I think you can do with the type tool and bringing in a picture. What I did here when I brought in Tim's picture, let's see here. What I did there was I went ahead and opened, file, open, and I had this picture. It was oh, horse. Okay. That's not the painting though. Let's do the painting. File, open. Let's go get the painted horse. It's the painted horse. O-P-A-I. Here it is, painted horse. Just like before, I will go ahead and go Window, Arrange, Tile Vertically. And this isn't the one I want. I want to bring it over here. So I will click, get my move tool, click on this horse, and drag him over to this file. Now he's going to be awful big, and I'll show you he got in underneath some other stuff. But let's get close painted horse. Click on this, Window, Arrange, Consolidate. Now let's see what we got here. Oh, this looks strange. Well, it depends what layer you were on when you start bringing the horse in. So I'm going to go Control minus minus. Okay, there's my horse. I'm actually going to bring my horse up. Let me double click this and write horse, H-O-R-S-E. Now I'm going to actually drag this horse up. Just keep dragging him up. First of all, let's go Command T so we can get him smaller. He is a really, really big horse compared to the other images. Let me bring him up in here. I probably want him about there. And let me get him a little bigger or a little smaller. That's pretty good. And if that's the size I like, hit return. Okay, that's how I brought the horse in. So this is how you do your basic structure. Now type, you just go type, and I think I did Art Alive. A-R-T-A-L-I-V-E. Let me zoom in on this. We'll zoom in on this. Art Alive, V-E. And I think what I did was I chose this color. It was the pink that we were using. Oh, wait a minute. It's supposed to get in there. Oh, let's do this. Let's do it this way. Let's go get that pink. Oh, rats. Okay. Okay, let's just choose pink. Okay. There's Art Alive. Now you can get a fancier picture. I think I had a brush one, marker felt, and I also made it larger. It might have been about 36 maybe. No, it was more than that. It was probably about 60. It probably was about 72. So there's Art Alive. I also, what I did was I went and under the T, down at the bottom with the effects, I put a drop shadow on it. Drop shadow. Just to set it out more. So there's the art alive. Now the rest of the type, you just do the type the same. Now about the paragraph, let me do this one. I would draw out a box with the T tool. And I would start writing, and it's got to be a lot smaller type. We'll try this. Tim Edison was, and I don't really want that color, so we will get, we'll do like a light gray. Okay, well, we can do it this color. Okay, we'll do it that color. Tim Edison was, and we'll put a different font. We'll do the Arial. I like the Arial. Okay, Tim Edison was the artist. And then to get that Epson Lorem, you would go type, paste Epson Lorem in it. And that's how you get that. There. Now you have it. Now you can do yours any way you want, but this is kind of a major project. So, oh, to type copyright, on the Mac it's an Option G. On the PC it's holding the Alt key down and 0169, I think, to get the copyright. So there you have it. Good luck.